Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your fragrance connoisseur, Coach Mike. I'm back with another video. Today, I'm really gonna get into this fragrance because I kind of, on my fragrance journey, I don't really try to keep up with the hype fragrances. I try to get what I like based on research, sampling, and just staying on beat with what I have grown my collection based on. I do step outside of my comfort zone and I buy things that are more like vintage, which is to me early 90s further back. What people were wearing before I became an adult. To me, my era of vintage. And I can go all the way back as far as like Versace blue jeans in 1995. I can go back to Pierre Cardin, Paul Sebastian, Aramis. I can just go name a few fragrances that I actually have in my collection that to me are in the lane of vintage. Even the original Givenchy. You see it said right there at the bottom, Editorial Original. This is the first Givenchy from the 1970s. It has the original DNA. I gotta check and see if this thing is even discontinued. I sprayed it one time. I'm trying to actually get an extra bottle of this so I could wear it. I don't want to wear one that's discontinued and then it end up being worth $500, $1,000 online. You run into these type of fragrances all the time. Vintage fragrances that are popular or that has popular brand, and online they go for crazy numbers. Like people are still looking for them, trying to buy them when they're discontinued. But anyway, today's fragrance is going to be based on a fragrance that was created in 1989. I was 2 years old. So I ain't know nothing about fragrances, how fragrances is gonna work. They don't have a lot of fragrances in this line, but this is one of the more popular ones, and that is Anucci. So Editorial. It's supposed to be a citrus floral fragrance. I'm gonna do a review right here in front of y'all. I'm not gonna, I wanna see what men were wearing in those early 90s, 80s. Like those that is very, very intriguing with me, because a lot of times I wear fragrances from the vintage time and I get a lot of compliments from older people. This is how it looks. It's a golf ball. It has a golf man on there. This is really, really nice. I like the presentation alone, man. It has that gold amber look, liquid on the inside, which is more like a Fougére barbershop style fragrance, which they were actually mostly making in those times. The barbershop smell clean, masculine, a little bit of floral, some spices, some citrus notes. Yeah, this is definitely giving off vintage. The cap, everything about this is like old school, man. I love it. Spray it. First time spraying it. All right, let's see what it's smelling like, y'all. Oh, definitely citrus, a little musky, some earthy tones, moss. Definitely has some florals, a little bit of a woodsy resonant smell to it. This is extremely vintage. Barbershop, Fougère. Has those citrus notes, but the flower and the moss in this is actually really, really, really dominating the fragrance in the opening. It's a little bit sweet, but not like nothing that is extremely noticeable. You have to probably be close in order to know that it's sweet. I'm digging this. This is more appropriate for dressing up. Like, I'm talking about polos, boats, not dress up like suit and tie, which you probably would be able to pull this off. But you gotta monitor your sprays. I wouldn't overspray this. I would lightly spray this. Now that it's starting to do its thing, The little bit of the sweetness is coming through on the floors. The musk is dying down a little bit. It's still there. It's still vibrant. I'm digging this. But like I said, I wouldn't overspray this. This could be an offensive coming off of a man. Even though this is a male fragrance, this day and age, this era of fragrance in the fragrance community, people wouldn't really probably buy into something like this here, because fragrances have evolved over time. But this is a really nice fragrance to be from 1989. And you could tell this is like I mean, this is an original DNA. This is in that same ballpark of the Paul Sebastians and all of those other fragrances that were back then that people was wearing. Anucci. Really nice fragrance, man. If you like content like this here, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment at the bottom, man. Peace.